Greetings, Redheads. Thank you again for joining me in this week's edition of Red's View. Thank you for everybody who tunes in, giving me great feedback. We're going to keep this thing moving. In this week's edition of Red's View, we're going to talk about what I feel are some of the top underrated MCs in the game today. All right? Now, some of these MCs, I feel like if you made this list, it's because you don't get your credit to where credit is due. These gentlemen have been putting it in. Some careers have been lasting longer than others, but these are some of my favorite MCs, but they're not going to be on your top 5 MC, top 10 MCs, top 10 greatest of all times list. Well, I'm going to show them love today, and hopefully after this you can do some research yourselves and go check out their album. I'm going to start with Redman. Now, Redman started in the early 90s with the Def Squad, and from then on out, he's done collaborations with Method Man, starred in blockbuster movies like How High, and he's been dropping dope albums like Muddy Waters, Red Gone Wild. Actually, he's one of Eminem's favorite rappers. Also, he reminds me of Ludacris. He has that comical rap, edgy, and is real lyrical. He has great metaphors, great similes, great punchlines. He's always been dope. Hopefully him and Method Man can do another Blackout album. I heard they're supposed to be working on Blackout 3, and hopefully we can get a How High too. Hopefully, okay? Redman, check him out. Number 2, we have MC Ren. Now, MC Ren is straight from Compton, California. He actually started with the groundbreaking World's Most Dangerous Group, NWA. Back in 1988, they dropped a classic album, Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton went #1 at the box office, and it told a great story of how NWA got together. Now, he was one of the founder members again, and he was often, I feel like he doesn't get enough respect because just like Ice Cube was writing Eazy-E's lyrics, MC Ren was doing the same thing. MC Ren doesn't get his just due, I feel like. I think he's a real skilled MC that has helped NWA be the most groundbreaking group that they were. Salute to MC Ren. Number 3, we have Kurupt. That's right, we're going back to the West Coast again, Kurupt. Now, Kurupt is a part of the Dog Pound. They still put out great albums. They came out during the Death Row era. You know, that's one of my favorite eras in hip-hop. The West Coast back then had a lot of rappers that were good, but I feel like Kurupt had that Nas type of feel. He's always been credited as a real skilled MC that came from the West Coast. And also, Kendrick Lamar quoted one of his lines on the Control verse that garnered a lot of attention in the industry for the new generation. So if that's his inspiration and Kendrick Lamar is one of the top MCs right now, then you know you should go check out Kurupt's album. Now check this out. The Dog Pound actually made the song called New York, New York, and in the video, they were kicking over the towers. How great is that? From the West Coast coming all the way to the East Coast, and they knocking down the towers over there. I think that was one of the most gangster things in rap history. Number 4, we have AZ. AZ is from Brooklyn, New York, not to be confused with Jay-Z, but AZ to me, honestly, has one of the coldest flows in the game. I think he has the best delivery that I've ever heard from an MC. His delivery just does something. It's like few MCs can have a voice that just fits the mic, and I feel like AZ somehow was able to accomplish that. But AZ came out, actually the first time I heard of AZ was in the 1994 classic album from Nas called Illmatic. He was on number 2, which is called Life's a Bitch, one of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time. But yeah, AZ had a real dope verse coming in. Like I said, great flow. I don't think that he gets his just due. He had a banger back in the day called Sugar Hill that I still listen to this day. And he also had an album and formed a group that was called The Firm that released their album produced by Dr. Dre back in the day. So for all you hip-hop heads, go and check out that album. It was him, Nature, Nas, and Foxy Brown. Dope album. Check it out, The Firm. And last but not least, number 5 is what I consider my biggest influence, my biggest inspiration, and my favorite hip-hop artist of all time, Krayzie Bone, from the legendary Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now, the reason I say that Krayzie Bone is my favorite rapper is because not only is his cadence impeccable, but this guy, I feel, helped, along with Bone Thugs and Harmony, develop a style that was copied and imitated and duplicated and influenced not only the rap genre, but the pop and the R&B genre. Before that, they were the first rappers to really bring the element of singing with harmony and fast rap, as well as great lyrics to a track. Krayzie Bone came out in 1994. Bone Thugs and Harmony signed with Eazy-E in 1993. They came up with an EP called Creeping on the Come Up. They went on to sell over 30 million records, made a hit single that is my favorite hip-hop song of all time, which is The Crossroads. It went #1 for weeks. So 10 million records off of East 1999 Eternal. And from then on, Krayzie Bone went on to release numerous albums by himself. Thug Mentality, 1999 to Thug on the Line to Gemini Good versus Evil. Most recently, he released Chasing with the Devil. If you hear some of my music, you're gonna hear DNA from Krayzie Bone, straight up, no lie. I love the way that he brings melodic hooks. I love the way he twists his words, flips the harmony. It's like he's just incredible, man. I think they had the biggest influence in hip hop as far as my opinion goes. So definitely, Krayzie Bone, check him out. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Lazy, I see you. Yeah. In closing, thank you for joining me again for this week's edition of Red's View. Again, if you haven't already, that's right, subscribe to the official YouTube channel, which is We Authentic Music. And, you know, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, or whatever, stuff you want to hear me talk about, hit me up in the comment section. That's right, just comment below, and I'll read it, and we'll see where it goes. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Red's View, see you for the next episode. Peace.
She loved me, but shit, I believe her. These hoes ain't loyal no more. But maybe this one obvious a nigga want her, but don't know that much about her. I'm adjusted as a bachelor, know my heart is what she's after. I'm used to being single, if we make it as a couple, I just hope that I don't find out anything that'll make me solo. I can't wipe a hoe, but see one when I'm in the mirror though. When it comes to women in the past, I've had multiples. Broke hearts, hurt feelings, sex had healed them temporarily. And in the past I treated feelings like they secondary. Damn, ain't that